Hey, what's up, guys? Walt Rivera here. We do this every single day. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. And any question you have, leave them below. Or you can go to my website, waltrivera.net. I'll put the link in the video description. So here, what we worked on yesterday was the idea of keeping the chord the same, but only changing the bass line. So that sounded like this. This was yesterday. We did. So the result was. Okay, and so while that's a powerful technique of keeping the chord up top and only changing the bass line, notice I kept this chord the entire way through, the D minor with the E up top, the D minor add 9. What we're going to work on today is the idea of keeping the bass line and changing the notes up top, so it's backwards, and it works really good. Referring to what they call pedal tone, and that's the idea of keeping the one note and only changing the top. Okay, so in this example, what I just showed you was C minor. It's going to be based off my C minor scale, my C minor chord. Okay, and so let's look at the scale first. You have C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay, so in this case you have, I'm sorry, I should have thrown it in. Should have thrown in the flats. So you have C, D, E flat. Then you have F, G, and then A flat, B flat, and then C. So when you're doing these pedal tone things, you see a lot in rock music where sometimes they'll use the open string and they'll walk up like this. But notice how they're hitting the open A string the entire time. So that's your pedal tone. Okay, and so you see it a lot of times in tapping. It's a little bit difficult with an acoustic guitar, but the idea is there, whereas I'm keeping the one note on the very bottom, I'm keeping that note, and the only notes that are changing are the notes up top. Okay, so it's a very powerful technique, and so let's continue this. So let's go down to the C minor chord. So let's go from C to G and play that power chord. So you're actually playing the G first, and it's easier if you alternate pick too. Then to go down, because I'm going G, A flat, G, F. So let's go down to the F, and the way that I'm playing the F is I'm going to partial bar it with my first finger. So here's my C. F, here comes the bride. Da, 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 da. Okay, so that's your fourth. So here we have. Let's go down. Down that E flat, F. Now you're probably saying, "Hey Walt, that's awesome, but how do I find out which chords those are?" It's actually really easy. You have to look at the you have to look at the outline of the chord structure. So here we have the C, right? C G. So that's C G. So easily that's my C minor chord, and then I'm playing this A flat up top here. So I can actually say that this is my chord here, my A flat C E. Play A flat C E. Okay, and so here we have C, A flat, and then if you wanted to add the third, it would be E. And then the other chord that I played was a C F, which is just telling me that it's my F chord. Okay, and then I'm going to this E flat, which outlines the C minor chord again. Okay, so before what I had is this. I now have this. Okay, so and then it actually works both ways. That if you have the chords, a lot of times it makes sense to play the bass line pedal tone version because that'll create some tension, and it actually makes for some pretty cool riffs. And what's really cool with pedal tone stuff is to actually use the open strings a lot of times in order to assist yourself to play other variations that fingers normally can't play. Like to play this A, the pedal A, the A minor. On a flute, that would be very, 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 very difficult to play. But on a guitar, it's extremely easy because you have the open string at your disposal. So these are all cool little compositional techniques. If you want to try and combine both of them, that works. The idea of only moving the bass line and only moving the top note. Okay, so there you guys have it. That's your daily music lesson. A little cool compositional technique that I love. I use it all the time. And, you know, it's just a cool thing to maybe practice with your alternate picking, open up your ideas compositionally and see what works, what doesn't, combine them in a song, you know, and tend to think out, you know, out of the box, having one bass line stay the same, changing the chord, having the bass line change, keeping the chord, using the open strings when you're tapping, try and see these pedal tone techniques. There's a lot of information in this video. I try to take it a little bit slow, show you a couple examples, and try and open up your mind to something new if you're stuck in a rut. So there you go. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. You guys rock, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.